Yo, yo, yo. Hey, this is for my kinfolk. 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 First of all, I wanna thank the guy above that teaching me what's right and showing me much love. Thanking all the people that pushing me ahead. Now I know in due time be breaking off bread. Living life in life terms, gotta do. Cause things in the past might come back and hunt you. The way you started out, the way you fought about. Avoided all the haters cause you took a different route. You suffered from the loss, you ate from the pain. With all the death you kept a step and yet you still remain. So let's smoke, sit back and do a toast. Not my family but you know to me it's kinfolk. Yo, this is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk.
What's going on? What's going on, good people? It's me again. Yes, it is. Your number one supporter, god damn it. You know what I'm saying? We back on for evening time, you know what I'm saying? See what we can come up with. You know what I'm saying? I hope the people that's out there doing the birthday thing, I hope y'all having fun, enjoying yourself and everything, doing your birthday. Especially my cousin Dante Butler, nigga. I know you partying, boy. Send me some pictures through, you know what I'm saying? I love memories, you know what I'm saying? Good thoughts. Treasures, as I call them, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, oh yeah, we do got a little topic for the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna talk about this and where I come from with this. You know, I gotta thank my higher power for this right here. You know, and that's just working through people such as my family. I'm glad I had discipline in my life, man. You know, if I ain't had that discipline, you know what I'm saying, from my grandmother, my uncle, my mom, just as well as other people too, you know what I'm saying, I don't even think I'll be here today. You know, I think this is a good topic, you know what I'm saying, to talk about because, you know, it's a lot of families out there don't have that structure within their generation, you know, that tends for the kids to run wild and to accept life as it is on the streets. Never thinking about it's a tomorrow and things, especially as they grow up into teenage years and stuff, you know, when it's time for they get into job search and things like that. When they don't get hired, they give up, thinking they ain't gonna never be successful. And as a result to it, they result to negative things and negative ways to get by. Never even thinking about that thought of living life on life terms again. You know, people be disciplined in different ways. When I was growing up, discipline, as far as my household, my mother and my father, you know, my father, man, whoa. Well, I had shows that I don't talk about my upbringing and everything, as far as physical abuse and things like that. By me going through physical abuse, I tend to listen to everything an adult says when they tell you not to do something. You know, some kids don't learn from their mistakes and stuff like that, but, you know, I was taught hard. That's why it's embelled in me about getting respect and everything. different type of punishments and things like that. You know, on my mom's side, my grandmother, you know, which man I miss and love today. And then I had my father's grandmother, you know, and things like that. I remember times you know, over my father's house, you know, with his mother and things like that when the house was quiet. We couldn't move, we had to sit still and shit. We move, we get our ass whooped. You know, but my mother, on my mother's side, you know, my grandmother, you know, we had a lot more freedom, you know what I'm saying? Without being scared and intimidated and things like that. You know, we can open up and be ourselves. But I had went through a life of abuse and things like that. And that was something I had to work with. And that was a part of discipline, you know. Some people, you know what I'm saying, whoop their kids. Some people put their kids on punishment. Some people, you know what I'm saying, take activities away from their kids and stuff like that, born from, you know, it's different type of ways on how people discipline their kids. I'm thankful the way that I was disciplined, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, if I don't been through the, you know what I'm saying, the abusive part and stuff like that, you know, I don't had made it to pasta where I had to clean up the whole kitchen or something like that. I had a chore to do. You know what I'm saying? Hit the whole bathroom, hit the front room or whatever and things like that. Then it's a possibility that I can go outside. But I had to do my part and I had to learn from it. Today, you know, our kids are growing up fast. And if we don't take time with them at an early age, teaching them about structure and discipline, you know what I'm saying? We giving them a chance to run over us. You know, when we participate with our kids and doing grown people things, they tend to run over us. So therefore, you know, today as a parent, you know, I gotta take a look at the way I was raised and how I was brought up and how kids are right now and things like that. And it's different levels. Because you got some kids out here that listen and obey. You know, you might catch them doing the wrong thing every now and then and stuff like that, or making a mistake. You know, you let them know that mistakes are made to be corrected and things like that. You got some kids that talk back, still do, you know what I'm saying, still do it to say, but you know what I'm saying, got a little something to say behind something, you know what I'm saying, be mumbling and shit, you know what I'm saying. Every now and then you might catch a word from them, a smack on the lips or something, them smacking their lips, you know, even physically like rolling their eyes or just staring at you know what I'm saying, with a, you know what I'm saying, mean face, but things progress. That's why we got to nip things in the bud while they early and things like that. You know, far as today, disciplining the kid, you know, I can work with them until they get grown. You know, till they think they grown themselves. You know what I'm saying? After 21 or whatever, they considered to be an adult. You know, some kids get put out the house while they in their teens, never go back home. Some leave home, you know what I'm saying, because they're not happy. Or maybe it's too much discipline there for them or whatever and things. But that's what we need, you know. We got to stop sugarcoating shit to our kids. We got to stop spoiling our kids. When our kid doing something wrong, if somebody come tell us, we got to want to hear that. You know, people don't want to listen to nobody talking about their kid and stuff. You know, to them, their kid is the nicest person or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But it pays to listen, man. You know, grown people don't tend to be wrong when it come to kids. And it's a lot of kids right now today that disrespect their elders and don't care what they got to say. So that's why I chose discipline to be a topic, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get some people on, you know what I'm saying, to explain to me, you know, how do discipline work in their house today? You know. See, I work with the kid a lot, you know. I call myself raising them well, you know, being that man. You know, he appreciate me a lot. I appreciate him. You know, I also got my flesh and blood son, but he's in Chicago. He's doing good. Just had a kid, my first grandbaby, which we named Essence, meaning the best of our quality. You know, but he's a man now. You know, when he on his family thing, he on his family thing. You know, I ain't gonna say everything pieces and cream and stuff like that, but you know, as a parent, we do the best that we can with what we got for our kids. You know, we doing a lot of things and opening their eyes to a lot of things, but we're not sitting down talking to them that much. You know, we're not having this conversation with them. You know, we don't ask them what they want out of life. Are they in a sexual relationship? Are they thinking about being employed? You know, we let our kids go out and take upon a life of society of what's going on out there. You know, we are they superheroes as they was born. They look up to us, learn from us, mimic us. But it comes from our teaching, how we want our kids to be. You know, if you think everything all right with you and your kid, but y'all never talk, it's another thing to think about because you don't know what they're doing on the outside in the streets. And I hate the parents that, you know, I always got to put prayer hands up, hearts and things like that, and console these people from losing their child turning out to be a godson or a goddaughter to me or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Me being in their life, raising them in some type of way. If I gave them a good concept or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, us as a parent, you know, we kind of like get that opportunity, permission to take our kids because we don't spend time with them. We're not treasuring them the way that we're supposed to be treasuring them. Some start off at a young age doing adult things in life, having to cook for their little sisters and brothers, watch them, take care of them. Cause mom working or something like that, a lot of hours. Or either she out all night. You know what I'm saying? Trying to come up. How do we discipline our kids today? You know, I got a lot of ideas, but I would like to hear some more. You know, let's talk about it. It's something to talk about. We don't want to hear about it when it's over with, when shit don't happen already. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about it now So don't nobody have to put no prayer hands and no hearts and all that type of shit up on your board. And gotta feel sorry for you every day and console you every day. When we can nip it in the bud and put it on the table and talk about it now. Some things you gotta sacrifice, and that's like your time, your friends, sometimes drinking, smoking, whatever you do. If you ain't ready to stop, limited it a little bit. Coincide with yourself, coincide with your kid. Bring that conversation up, get closer to your kid, to where your kid can come to you and ask you any type of question. Just in case if they got something on their mind or something like that, something troubling them. They being stressed out, upset, angry, sad, or whatever it is. That's what we're here for, to recognize that in people, man. It's one band, one sound when it comes to us. We know when something wrong with somebody. We know when people happy and shit like that. But we tend to go about our business, as I say, some see but don't see, and some hear but don't hear. I haven't met a dummy yet. You know, I won't put nobody in that position. If anything, you're very smart. But then again, I ask you a question. If you're very smart, why you let shit go on and condone it? Within your household, within your kids. Kids can be hustling, bringing money in the house, hiding drugs, guns, or whatever and stuff, but hitting you off and shit. And they always told you that all money ain't good money. A few dollars will put you in a position of starting over in life, of the shit that you accumulated. You lose it all. You gotta have trust in your kid to even tell you that they got it up in there or whatever and shit like that. So y'all can come up with some type of agreement of not disrespecting the household or the generation that's growing up under in the household, or the whole generation. Because nowadays, some get caught in your house up under the act, especially if you in the system and shit like that. They get a chance to take your house. We expendable. We replaceable. You know, this is a good topic to talk about. I'm accepting all comers on Food for Thought tonight. I'm up. I'm backstage. You know what I'm saying? I'll pop up when you come on. What's going on, Mutaz? I know it's good night, my brother. Good night, my brother from here. All the time, my brother. You know, out there in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Palms up to you. You feel me? Allahu Akbar. That's what they say in the town, right? Blessings to you and your wife, man. And your two sons, man. You showing them, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. I see all y'all with y'all robes on, man. Yeah, they look, man, that's beautiful. That's culture right there. You know? And hopes of being better than you one day, my brother. All the time. Keep up the good work. And that's what we do, people. We keep up the good work. I had Reggie Foe on here earlier. I see you, Reggie Foe. You feel me? But that to be a young brother, man, he is, man, he got his thinking cap on for real. Well put together brother, you know what I'm saying? With an open mind, you know what I'm saying? Open to learn new things, man. Cause we tend to get stuck in that matrix, as he would say. You know what I'm saying? The way everybody walking around is robots and shit. When Neo go to the city and go in the matrix, everybody that's straight robots doing the same thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Program. Yeah, that speaks volumes in an educated person's mind. We don't want our kids like that. We don't want our kids going out strong army. In the house strong army. We want our kids to be intelligent, upright, smart, presentable, respectful. That ain't even nothing hard to ask for. That ain't giving nobody nothing, taking nothing away. That's something that we possess within us. It means it's manageable. You can control it. And it all boils down to a thought process of what we relay, the vibes, the answers. Your kid is a part of you. We always want better for our kids. Now, while we on the topic, and that be the topic on Facebook and everything, everybody with kids that's, you know what I'm saying, going astray at everything should have that conversation and come up with some solutions, some answers. If you can trick them, you can beat them, and you can do it in a good way. But you still got to talk about it. You know, we hate talking about the motherfucker problem, but we love playing victim. Everybody want to play victim. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they want people to feel sorry for them and all this type shit. You know, that takes them away from the part that they played in it, the part that they supposed to play in it. You know, we guardians, we about saving lives, not sending them to the last of their life. You know what I'm saying? Some of us know that we can pull our kids to the side and tell them they've been on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get right. You're getting old and all this. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no love for yourself, I know you ain't got no love for me or the rest of your sisters and brothers and shit like that. You can't let your kids share their legacy with you. Especially if you don't been through some shit, you know your right from wrongs and shit like that. You can't be accountable for your kids' actions. And you already know right from wrong. You can love them from a distance. You know, I know some young people been on their own for a long time. You know, it's not always the kid either. It can be the parent too. You know, Even though they are our mothers, our fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, uncles, and aunties and stuff like that, some of them be going through things too that make a kid want to go find answers somewhere else where they not treated right, not treated with respect as being a young adult. Some go where they get respect. So we basically can't just be talking about the kids as far as discipline. We got to be talking about ourselves too, because we make stupid decisions and do stupid shit at times as being adults. We be in scenarios that we don't been in before, trying to be somebody that we're not. And if we trying to find ourselves, we're not really even teaching the kids nothing. We're not giving them no type of attention. I'm quite sure everybody from the same cloth and no head at heart growing up. It was an experiment to us at first, you know what I'm saying, because we didn't know what was going on. But it happened. We got past it. We took a picture of it. We know not to put ourselves in that predicament no more. But you got some people still take that chance because they're not ready to exercise them thoughts and thoughts that be in their head. Some want it fast, some want it now. Never wanting to work for it. We don't get comfortable into just fucking off 24 hours like it ain't nothing, without doing nothing, without no growth. Our kids are going out here and they harming each other. We got to teach them what, you know what I'm saying, what life is really all about. And we can just, you know, I got a simple solution, you know, I just say flip the switch on everything. We find out what our kid like, what they like doing, as far as the attention, for sports or whatever and stuff like that. We got to start participating with them. You know, some of us need to have a glue contract with our kid. You know, sometimes we got to sacrifice our friends and all that to hang up pop-ups and all that type of shit and spend a little time with our kids. Talking to them, getting close to them, making them comfortable to where they can come to us for any situation that's going on in their life. Not just as a parent today, you know. You got to play that sister role. You got to play that brother role. And those are roles that we supposed to be playing. Because our kids are leaving out the house and they're taking upon roles of villains on the streets, hustlers, pimps, killers, and all of that. Thinking that's the way. Because we don't monetize what they see and what they play, just like the game. You let them know, you sit down with them, man, this ain't real. It ain't never like that or whatever. The rap music, that ain't real. It ain't really like that, man. Take them through a scenario. You know, the rappers are passing one by one. They getting killed one by one and things like that. You gotta let them know you still don't. I know you still don't want that type of life. You know, it's the words that's coming out their mouth that gives breath to a situation, as in killing, robbing, big chains, fast cars, hot girls, and all this. All that stuff is for real. And you notice there's a lot of death in the rap music too. That stuff they giving power to. They letting breathe. Just imagine mixing that with a negative thought. Somebody that don't know no better. That's under the influence or whatever. That's like mixing light and dark liquor together. They don't supposed to go together like that. We got to put these things on the table, people. We got to talk about these things. I know some parents are high and mighty and think they doing good, and you know what I'm saying? You got people on the outside looking in. Talk is cheap. All that pretty shit ain't about nothing. Guys, all that fly shit ain't about nothing. If you ain't taking care of you know what I'm saying, your seed or whatever. Talking to them. Give them something better to look for. Like I say, let's spend that time with these kids, man. Let's get the talent shows back together and things like that. Let's get the sports back together. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure me and a couple of people can put together and get a couple of rims from Walmart. And everybody give five for me. Everybody sponsor 5 shorties. It can be your girlfriend shorties, kids, be your nephews, your little brother or whatever and stuff. Put them together and spend some time with them. You know what I'm saying? A few hours out your schedule won't hurt for you to tell them something good. Y'all do something fun. Give them something to smile about and look forward to the next time that y'all meet. Give them an opportunity. You know, we don't have our fun coming up of going to the zoo, planetarium, shed aquarium, museum, science and industry, all that. We don't have that good time of bike riding around the city and things like that. Softball. What happened to softball? Volleyball for the girls. Jump rope. Where's all that stuff? Where is it at? Where it's going? We possess all that. Wait till I get myself together. I'm bringing Poison Box back out. And push it that it can go to the Olympics. No, China love that. But we the best in it. Poison Box. I got some guys back in the days that can hit a marble from like 6 feet with another marble. Basketball, we conquered that. Football, we conquered that. We playing soccer and golf, tennis, and all that now. Why should we stop? Hockey even got a couple of black players now. The Indy 500 got a couple of black drivers. Why should we stop? Why our kids got to sell drugs? Why they got to carry guns? Why they got to end their life quick? When we shortchange them, we get shortchanged because we don't have shit to look for in the future. Just there for somebody just to walk over. I like to ask each parent, man, on a one-on-one base, What positive things how you don't set forth for your kids? For your kid or whatever. What you don't did with your kid? When the last time you and your kid, you know what I'm saying, really smiled together, sat down and talked together, had fun together, went out and ate together? What happened to that quality time? As an adult my age, what am I trying to prove that ain't already did already? Why is I'm study repeating the same shit that I've been doing for 30 and 40 years? That ain't never got me nowhere but an uncomfortable ass feeling. Because I know I'm wasting my money. Yeah, I'm wasting my money because I ain't gonna have nothing tomorrow. What's going on here? Mr. Black, Mr. Black, Peru Black. You know, I always hear people saying when I get myself together or money, or like last night, someone said, we're not going to be right until Jesus come back. It always, oh my God. Until Jesus come back, huh? Man, we can come up with so much damn excuse. We can come up with a million excuses and shit before we can come up with something good, man. And then when shit ain't going our way, we play victim. We play victim and ain't even did our fucking part. You know? That's why I try to limit myself, you know what I'm saying? God put the people in my life to push me where I'm going, not to pull me back. You know? Because if I'm being pulled back, shit, ain't nobody gonna have shit. At least give me a chance to get up there so I can pull somebody up there with me. Flip the switch on the shit, man. Push everybody that you know doing something well. LLC or whatever, cooking, whatever they trying to do, man. Push them. Because those opportunities going to be open for you or your kid to get off them streets and shit like that. Man, you got to think of it another way, man. We got to have some discipline about ourselves, man. We got to stop pulling each other down in that motherfucking hole because we down there. You down there for a reason, man. Now you're expecting somebody to be down there with you and shit. You need somebody down there to keep you company, to be on the same page and all that type of shit. No. A real person ain't going. Because it's all about them. If they fail, everybody fail. You know, I see a lot of people saying good things online. You know what I'm saying? I give out plenty hearts. You know, I don't look at the individual. I don't look at who they hang with or nothing like that. I'm disciplined, man, to walk away from shit. If something ain't right, man, why would I give my all to negativity, to arguing, to catching a headache and bone aches and shit, of being uncomfortable? I'm smart enough to know that. But we got motherfucking grown people that'll jump off the porch just as quick as the kids, man. And I validate a person's personality when I come across them. You know, I've been through a lot of personalities where I can honestly say in my mind, damn, this person is illiterate. They don't have the best of thinking. This shit been on earth for this long and they this age and shit, and they still don't know. Somebody told me one day, you know what I'm saying? Some got to die in order for some to live. I always wonder what that means. I know I can learn from my mistakes because I'm not going to get myself in no trouble like that. You know what I'm saying? But you learn from other people too, because other people put their life in jeopardy. Some you know you ain't going to do, but you got those that do. You got people so comfortable with what they're doing that they don't want to think about no positivity or no type of management in their lives. So everybody that don't came in contact with me, that don't came on the panel, always talked about self-preservation. That we had a wisdom to think about things in situations before we even do it. If we want to really go through it or not, we get a chance to make a decision. Our outlook on life is what we make it. It don't be hand down to us from another person or nothing like that. It's self. You know, if you're an overseer, if you're a platform type of person where people pay attention to you, you know, you got friends who want to hang around and be around you all day, make it your business to say and do positive things. You know, coming up, I got a chance to choose my role model. I was being disciplined too hard, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no belts involved. Motherfucker slaps, fists, you know what I'm saying? Then wanted to pick up extension cord and all that type of shit. But at the same time, that person was going through something in their life too. My father was for the streets. Mom, just as well. You know, the streets played a big part in their life. You know, I've been through it, man. I've been through enough to know better. You know, I've been through some shit that ain't none of y'all been through. You know, I've been shit set out, like I said, and all type of shit. Stab shot, all this, man. A person would really be dumb not to listen to me. You know, but I got to give that person an opportunity. No matter how close we are. If it's any of my family members, close friends or whatever and stuff like that. It's some shit today that, you know, I got to walk away from. And, you know, I'm disciplined like that. You know, I discipline myself. Because I know without me, can't shit go on in my life. You know, I got to go on doing what I'm doing no matter how another person feel, no matter how much, you know what I'm saying, how close we are, or how much love they got for me or whatever and things like that. Some things is out of our hands. Some of our kids is out of our hands. You know, you got mothers out there praying every time their kid go outside because they know how their kid are. And then when it happened, then we usually come with the shoulda, coulda, woulda, I shoulda did. Man, it's too late for that shit. Mike Larry talked about that last week. Trying to come up with some programs where we can, you know what I'm saying, do something different and show them something different. But we didn't want to be involved. And now we playing victim, expecting prayer hands and hearts and shit all day on our posts. Talking about our kids for years and years. When we should have did it while they was alive. We should have brought them that close while they was alive. We should have treasured them while they was alive. You know what I'm saying? We didn't give them their attention while they was alive. Now we don't want to let them rest in peace. And it takes a person off of what they got to do for the rest of their kids and things like that. You know, it's a setback. But we only put ourselves in that predicament as adults, as parents. When we know what's right, what's wrong, we know what's going out on the street. That ain't shit new. We see it on the internet, on YouTube and everything. But it's suddenly a platform like this one right here that wants to get down to the bottom of things as a whole, as a family, as a community, as a hood, or whatever you want to call it. You know, if we can save one life, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And it could just be, you know what I'm saying, one of our kids. Straight up. It's a lot of people need to find themselves. It don't take no lot just to be you. The shit that you think you're doing and how you be making people laugh and exciting people, sometimes it ain't even cracked up to be what you really think it is. Instead of laughing with you, sometimes people be laughing at you. Glad that they not in that motherfucking predicament to think like you or whatever. We gotta stop thinking the one side of things. You know what I'm saying? This is an experiment. And it's a two-way street. It's a positive and a negative. That's why it's a divided line in the middle that calls you to stay in your lane. Some people cross over. One crossover can be the last crossover that you ever make. But you get the choice to put yourself in that predicament to make that U-turn or whatever you're trying to do. If you swerving, you know what I'm saying? If you speeding or whatever. It's your decision. And your family is your problem. That's the way it is anyway. Whatever your kid do, the police try to lock you up. We're going to lock up the parent because they know you don't taught them. They know their upbringing come from you. So now if your kid get in trouble, the parent got to come to court. We got to be a kid accountable for whatever our kid did. But today, man, we on some saving lives type thing, man, you know. Like I said, I'm on stage, you know, I'm accepting invitations for anybody who want to come on. Let me know what the topic mean to them. You know what I'm saying? If they want to expound on it, whatever. But the topic is discipline. And what does discipline mean to you? How do you discipline your kids? Was you disciplined a certain type of way? What your activities took from you, like your game, your video game? Was you on punishment? You couldn't talk on the phone? Man, I got it. I could say almost all of the above. But I got a chance to learn from my mistakes. And that's something that I'm going to keep with me for the rest of my life. You know, I was disciplined back cleaning up the house and everything. I'm not a lazy person. And plus, I like my house clean just in case I get company or something, you know. My impression is everything. My first impression is everything. You know what I'm saying? When I come across people, you know what I'm saying, I meet, hi, or whatever you do, and be respectful, and I just listen. Speak when spoken to. You know? I don't try to take over a conversation. I don't butt myself in between no two people conversation or nothing like that. It's all about respect and how you carry yourself. It's like when you go with somebody's house, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to sit your ass down. You got people going to people's house and shit. They all in the kitchen, goddamn it, in the bedroom and shit like that. Man, sit down some motherfucking way, man. Don't make me feel that I gotta watch you in my house. I shouldn't have to follow you in my house. You got some people ain't got respect like that. Fuck around, go in your refrigerator. What you say? What's the solution? The real solution. Hero, man, you know, the first thing we got to do is, man, I think just talk about it, you know. Once again, it all boils down to unity, to us coming together, you know what I'm saying, talking as a whole. You know, some adults going through peer pressure too, you know what I'm saying? So everybody got to come together and work as a whole. You know, we need more people to talk about it so more people will hear about it, you know. May the few be many. And hope that, you know what I'm saying, some people get it. We know everybody ain't going to get it at once, but you know what I'm saying? We can take our time, man, and just be on what we doing. If we got to do it every day. Talk about prospering. That's it. You know, we already know everything about negativity, so we just going to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? And we got opportunities, man, put them opportunities out there. You know, brothers, sisters, share with each other, share information. If they hiring over here, let a brother know. You ain't got to put your name on the application, but at least do your part and let them know. What's going on, Tiff? Hey, sweetheart. What up, number one? Number one supporter, what been up with you, man? Why I ain't getting no picture of you yet? With the Ms. Herbs. You know, I've been through backwards for you. You know that, right? But, you know, I understand, too. You know, it's kind of rough out here. It's kind of rough. So we got to do the best that we can for us and our family, man, because it's going to get rough, man. Just in case y'all don't look at the news, the Republicans got the House, man. And they talking about cutting everything. You know, it was a time where a woman can look for a job and you know what I'm saying, or watch some kids and get a babysitting check. Man, they trying to take all that. They trying to take Social Security. So, you know, they trying to take, you know what I'm saying, public aid and all that type of stuff, man. They trying to get us what we want, what they want us, man. Where we at? Not learning shit, not knowing how to do shit. You know, that's a problem going on today. You know, people feel that, you know, we taking jobs from them and things like that. We ain't doing shit like that. Not in my neighborhood. You know, my people ain't even searching for jobs like that. Where I'm from, I know of. But they feeling that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to take all the jobs and we been overpopulating, you know. We turn into the majority, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's people coming alive, it's people using they you know what I'm saying, their third sense and all that type of stuff, and they really realizing that all of us are really brothers and sisters. We've been the majority. We was just separated in our, you know what I'm saying, in our cultures, and they put up with different cultures and stuff and named them and all this type of stuff. That's what broke us down to being a minority. Start putting us in groups and shit like that all over the world. And they became the majority because they stick together. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, man. It's up to us, man. We got to stop letting shit fly. We got to start doing what we supposed to do and stop expecting shit easy. Trying to get off, robbing, putting each other down and things like that, man. We got to be there for our kids because, you know, after us, if our kids don't know shit, then what's happening? Let me know. If it ain't no educated kids that come out of our neighborhood or what happened, what goes on with our neighborhood? What goes on from there? What will be recreational activity for our kids if we ain't taught them shit? What they gonna be on learn? How they gonna maintain the, you know what I'm saying, business of the house or their little sisters and brothers and shit like that? What they gonna tell them? How they gonna encourage them if we didn't give it to them? How they gonna learn how to pay bills and shit like that if we never showed them? Some the basic shit like cooking. Why are we so busy doing shit? You know, I want to get a lot of people their flowers. I would if I could, you know what I'm saying? I can't. People hiding shit from themselves. They scared to get up here and talk. You know, they hide shit from themselves. You know, you selfish to yourself. You know, you don't think you can trust yourself. You're supposed to be everything. You know, you walk around here dressed and everything. You're supposed to be every fucking thing and a bag of chips. But as soon as you put on the spot, you freeze up. That's playing a role. Because when a person puts you on the spot and asks you to be you, that's something that you can't do. Because we've been playing a role so long, man, being somebody that we're not. Trying to hide shit that we really don't need. And we help the people that don't even need help. We walk over to people that's reaching up and reaching out. We want to hang with the winners. We want them to see us doing good. And we want to see ourselves on top of them as the best. All that shit is the same cloth. Around the same people doing the same things in the same places. That's when shit changed. It changed for a couple of days and it's back to the same. It was just an act. It was just a play. And you played the role. I believe if people really wanted good shit, they'll talk about good shit. And if good shit came out your mouth, that's all you will have is good shit in your life. How could you get it wrong, people? That's basic instructions right there. Something simple. Do the right thing. It's so simple and it's so motherfucking hard for us to do. We complicated people with thinking problems. We don't elevate our mind because we stay in the same area listening to a circle process as conversation. Some shit that we're going to listen to all our life. This Facebook, everything they know located on one motherfucking page. Never making it to the end of the book. You know, Hero Black, you know, it's up to you, man. You know, I mean, you a scholar yourself, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to ask me questions all the time if you already know. You know. That's all I be saying. You know, I ask a person to understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. You know, it's real simple, man. Just one point I'm on, man. Each other. If you ain't about that shit, you know what I'm saying? We different. I stress one thing all the time when I be online. And I don't know, out of everybody that listen to me, you the only one don't understand me. And you doing the same thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Well, that's what you say. You're getting confused in some type of way, and I don't understand. And I don't want to go back and forth with you if you don't understand. If you don't understand, I just keep telling you, we two different people. My podcast stands for us. It stands for growth and development. You know, you might hear some history type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, on here, but that ain't nothing that we focus on. We stay and focus on self because we know what's in the past can hurt us and hurt our future. We rather just take it from here and just go forward and achieve those things without having to think about the shit that we've been through and the people that don't like us and all that shit. We ain't gonna confront them because it takes two motherfucking fools to argue. It takes two people to be competitive. And I consider us being competitive because you constantly ask me questions about what I mean and what I'm trying to say. Let's put it like this. I'm a Martin Luther King and you're a Malcolm X. You feel me? We doing two different things. I'm here with compassion love and all that type of shit. You know, I can't get even on some shit that don't happen already. I ain't want to fight. I don't want to argue, especially about no shit that don't happen before my time. I can change what happened today from the way that I set my mind up. You know, I'm a man before I'm anything. I can be frank and straight with a person. But the shit I've been through is real. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real shit. With my life on the line. Down to the death. So if you don't understand where I'm coming from, you'll never understand me. Because it never happened to you. You know, it's a passion today for me about this shit right here. I ain't got to explain shit to nobody. We know right from wrong. If you don't, you're rebelling. You got your own terminology of the way you want to do things. And that's the way most of us fuck up. Because we want shit to happen our way. We want shit done our way. Shit said our way. We begin to be powerful. Trying to be in control. Just as well as being in control of other people's shit. Material things, conversation, name, whatever. I'm sincere about the things that I say. I don't think I say nothing wrong when I talk about helping. Doing something right. Doing something good. That way I know I can never go wrong. I play my part. And not no role. For nobody. If I can't be honest with myself, ain't no sense in me even talking. You know, I listen to what everybody got to say on here. I take suggestions from them and shit like that. But most of the time, I put myself in the scenarios and the shit that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Real receipts I'm giving you. This ain't no shit made up or read about. This shit that I don't been through. That I don't saw. I don't saw it in scenarios. As in a few times of people doing the same thing, expecting different results. It never happened like that. It's up to the individual, though. Real talk. Person can't accept real talk, they ain't who they cracked up to be. If they can't join and sit in the hot seat, they not that person. But anyway, the flow's still open, and I'm backstage, man, just in case somebody want to get up here, you know what I'm saying, and expound on the word, you know, I'm talking about discipline. Like I said, I accept all comers. I see it's a lot of people can't get serious though with the conversation thing and shit. You know, we walk around, we laugh and we play and we joke all motherfucking day. Like little kids, and we in our 30s and 40s and shit, telling jokes, ain't getting paid for it and shit. The brothers that's getting paid for it, making a name and shit like that, putting themselves on video and things like that, going to show, do shows and shit like that. They reaching for their goal. The rest of you motherfuckers out here just practicing. Practicing for a downfall in the mid future. Tricks out for kids, they say. So keep on walking around here playing, telling jokes and shit like that. And expect a motherfucker later on in life to take you serious. No, you been crying wolf. You're a clown. Can't never take you serious. You think everything a game. Then when some shit happen to you, you play victim once again. And I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing for nobody. You know, I'm Mike Larry. I've been getting it in the raw, so I'm gonna give it in the raw, man. I don't want nobody to make no mistakes. I ain't finna tell nobody half of some shit and let them go out and jeopardize, you know what I'm saying, they living arrangements, life or whatever. I'm gonna give them the real square deal. I ain't gonna send them off. Everybody can't take it in the raw. Everybody want to be sugarcoated, want to be baby pacified and shit like that. I'm the wrong person. I ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna sugarcoat the shit. I'm gonna give it to you in the raw. Because I don't want you to think I'm playing. And if you think I'm playing, you might just do it again. Playing it as a game. No, it ain't like that. It's real. It's real in the field. I told you that. People out here doing good in their life today and shit like that, and they not finna put themselves in no condition to jeopardize their living arrangements or whatever, their job, their house or what, for no motherfucker that don't want nothing out of life. Let's keep on playing games with themselves. The older you get, the wiser you're supposed to get. And the wiser you gonna get, because everywhere you go, you're gonna have to pay where the fuck you stay. Motherfucker got paid $300 today to sleep on the couch or whatever. Because that's what a motherfucker conditioned into. They don't know how to do nothing else with the 300. Like pay a low income bill or something like that, you know? A lot of people ain't educating themselves. They walking out doing the same thing that they do every day. Fuck up 16 hours. And sleep for 8. That ain't even a lot of time for a person not to do shit or learn shit, talk shit. Got to think about ourselves today when it comes to disciplining people. You know, I got to self-discipline myself at times. I don't drink no more. I used to drink every day, all fucking day. Every day, all day. Drink and smoke. I don't even drink like that anymore. Maybe on a special occasion. I got alcohol right here from months ago. I don't hang out because I know I've been known a long time ago that anything goes after 12. I always said that. Anything goes after 12. If you're outside after 12 o'clock and you ain't working, got no job or nothing like that, man, you working in the dark. You know, people that work in the dark usually get served in the dark. That's just something I don't do no more. You know, of being at a responsible time for when shit do kick off or whatever. And I don't go to pop-ups. I don't pop up at every party that I hear about and shit. Because everybody do. Even people that don't even like you, that's jealous of you or whatever. You can expect that at the pop-up and you popping up. Anything goes. Today I make reservations. I make reservation to my destination. And when I get to my destination, I think about making it home. You know, I got a lot of shit that I don't build and I can't stand it. I know shit, don't nobody in my family stand it. For some nothing ass person with nothing, with a thinking problem, to come take me away from that because I put myself in that position. You know, we can't change what happened to you, but we can prevent some shit. I don't have to go outside after 12 o'clock if I don't have to. It's all on us disciplining ourselves. You know, what comes along with disciplining ourselves, disciplining our kids, because we know what goes on in our house. We know, you know what I'm talking about? The rules, there's rules to my house. Therefore, it must be some discipline applied. And most of the time, it ain't no adult, no mature adult. It's the kid. So that should be, you know what I'm saying, a well-known process that you got to go through. Because after all, they learning as well from scenarios, what's right and what's wrong, that they're going to run into on the street when you're not around or something like that. Or in an uncomfortable place. I know everybody can expound on this, you know. Don't everybody pop up at once. You know what I'm saying? Like my man say, Benny T, this is for you, you, and you. Man, you can take it and leave it. Take it or leave it. You know. You know, I can't trip. You know, I can't control you. All I can do is give you some nice suggestions, some scenarios or whatever, some information that you probably can take with you. But it's still up to you to make the decision in your life. So everything on you. Don't practice on some discipline. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you was listening or whatever and stuff. If you got something up out of it, that's cool. If you didn't, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Come back again. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next time you will. But don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself as into teaching and learning. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there for these kids, man. You know, we can't let them get too out of hand, man. We can't let them fuck up the next generation coming up. We got to be there for these kids, people. Real talk, man. Hey, thanks for tuning in. To be aware, to be alive. Make sure you watch your surroundings. Get them kids out the streets. And look out for our elders, please. Thank you.
Since the beat still going, rock lit, I'm blowing dollar checks, I'm coming all the time, I'm scoring. Laid back compatible, switching up the audibles, not in front of clown niggas like it's full lateral. Some stuck with me, but the other ones left. Those was the low life, the other ones just. Long live my hood, yes I came from that place, from the old special stone, we call it double A. You might see me on the tube, you might see me on the street, but I made it in the lab, making beat. I beat the block, I beat the rocks, I beat the cash, I beat that ass, I beat the finish, got you lacking in the past. I did the dash, I did it by myself, I did the product, and I didn't need no help. I did the ups, I beat the downs, I beat the roads, heading to a new town. The shit got hard, I beat the odds, I beat the family, now we all apart. Now I'm in the lab, looking for the star. I'm on the grind, can't waste no time. I'm CEO, yes I'm down for mine. I beat the drums, I beat the streets, forever yours. I beat the beats, I beat the beats, I beat the beats, I beat the beats.